So as you're able to sense that in whatever way you're able to do, now start using the Ujjayi breath. And I'm going to ask you to imagine that you're moving the breath using the witness mind as the mediator. You can move the breath between the sort of wisest, large presence mind through witnessing. Just lightly touch the mind habits and see what wisdom would offer to those mind habits. And do not let the inner critic wear the costume of wisdom. So using the Ujjayi breath, you can picture the inhale and the exhale like a gentle dance, sliding between habit mind, observing mind, and wisdom mind. So a little hint that habit mind will usually, if not with high frequency, be associated with the finite, with something, even if it's repetitive, it's something finite. And it often comes with a contraction. Wisdom mind with high frequency is associated with that which is not finite, the infinite, and usually comes with a feeling tone of expansion. Keeping a sense of this, please join your hands together at your heart. And we'll chant Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityoma Amritam Gamaya. Let's begin. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Hari Om. With your exhale, you may bow your head to your heart. Release your hands. Open your eyes if you like. So one of the quandaries that we face is that this, what I'm calling habit mind, can make habits at each of the chakras. There's like certain propensities or susceptibilities. And so you have this, you have many variations of the habit mind. And then there's this immense and benevolent wisdom mind that doesn't vary that much. It's offering consistently that kind of wisdom that shines through all of the spiritual traditions and the places where even religious traditions agree, that which is shining through. But these habit, the habit minds, it's like you have 5 or 6 of them for representing the 5 and 5th and 6th up through the chakras to the 6th one. Yeah, it's when the chakras are out of balance that you'll sense those habit minds. Okay, so let's embark, see if we can connect more to wisdom mind and be less lured in by the habit mind. Okay, so we'll do bhastrika first. Several strong exhales out through the mouth. Exhale. Breathe in to suspension. Exhale completely, slowly, deliberately. Deeply relax. We're going to repeat that. Let's begin. Inhale through the nose up to suspension. When you're ready to, please exhale completely, slowly, deliberately. And again, deeply relax. Raise your hands to your shoulders for this variation of kappalabhati. Left, right, left, right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center. Exhale completely. And then inhale up to suspension. And exhale completely when you're ready to. Bring the Morgi Mudra. Place the first 2 fingers in. We're going to do about 10 exhales on the left nostril and then on the right, and then we'll incrementally make it fewer, fewer, fewer until it's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Beginning on the left. Exhale. Now inhale both nostrils up to suspension. Exhale completely. Please raise your right hand up for Nadi Shodhana. This is inhale left, exhale right, then inhale right, exhale left. At the pace that's equally inhale to exhale, yours, your pace. Keep watching moment to moment how the mind smoothing out between habit mind, witness mind, and wise mind. At the end of your next exhale with the left nostril, release your right hand back to your lap. From where you're sitting, go ahead and take out your legs if you need to. And please come over to Vajrasana, which means kneeling. And place a block, this, or two if you need them, so that if you're going to come down in child's pose, your head's going to rest on something. Okay, so what we're going to do is just for the first three chakras, we're going to be inhaling smooth, and then we'll exhale and come forward. Lam. The fists will go in the low belly. Mine are under here because it's cold out here. So when we're coming down, we're using this sound to help squeeze the breath out. We're also putting the fists here. And as you come down and you're at the end of the M sound, I'd like you to then pause there and momentarily, without breathing, relax the muscles that made the muscles that supported the exhale. Give it a momentary, complete relaxation, and you'll sense there's an inner vacuum that comes over you. And then inhale to come back up to kneeling. Before you start that inhale, because you'll have this inner vacuum, you're going to have to recalibrate the pressure. And so you momentarily tone the belly to then inhale. Let's try it together. So breathe in through the nose. And then coming forward, Lam. In your own timing, you'll inhale to rise back up. Lam. Again, in your timing, you'll inhale to rise back up. Once more. Lam. second chakra. Wam. 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 Third chakra. Ram. Ram. Last one. Ram. When you return to Vajrasana, whenever that timing is, then again practice noticing between the wise mind, observing mind, habit mind, wise mind, witnessing mind, wandering mind. And we're going to rise up to stand in parsvakonasana. So please take a wide stance on your mat. Move away that which you don't need and come down to the forward bend. And in this forward bend, walk your hands forward and reach your hips back. Anchor from your feet down into the earth and from your hips down into your feet. And then try to sense what is the quality of the Ujjayi breath that you can now cultivate. And can you make that very smooth, and in its smoothness and subtlety, remind yourself it becomes more powerful for navigating the mind, the Manomaya Kosha. You can draw the same sort of quantity of air, but with a different quality of your attitude, your focus. And you may be able to draw the same quantity of inhale and exhale, but with a slower pace. And imagine the breath is moving up the front side of the spine. And you have these little, passageways between the vertebral processes, but also passing through the chakra system. Shift your hands to return to your hips, and please rise up to standing. Turn your heels in and your toes out, and come down to the jazz dance warm-up pose. Press out with the knees and down with your tailbone. And see again if you can cultivate a long, smooth breath cycle. Perhaps same quantity that you're accustomed to. You're not trying to suck in more air, but can you do it more slowly? Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale to center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. Inhale, center. And then exhale, rise up to standing. Make your feet parallel. Reach back to interlace your fingers at the small of your back. And please come down to parsvakonasana. Squeeze your arms overhead, but your shoulder blades towards your hips. So there's lots of space for your neck and your throat. Now listen again for the experience of the breath. So moving perhaps the same quantity of air that you're used to, but a little slower. And see if you can sense the breath moving up and down the front line of the spine. Release your hands to your hips, please. And rise up to standing. Come into mountain pose. You can go heel toe, heel toe, heel toe to the center until you're in mountain pose. I'm going to change the angle of the camera. So in mountain pose, sensing now, where is the wise mind, the witness mind, the wandering mind? Let's take a wide stance again, but this time we're going to be going side to side. So take a wide stance. Turn your right foot directly out. Turn the left heel and place your block here. So when you turn, your hips are going to have this little angle in the direction that your back foot is facing. And so set up your back foot to support your hips to be at this little angle. You're not going to be 180. There are no barn doors in yoga class, and there's no planes of glass into which you have to fit your body, just in case you still had those misperceptions. Okay, please bend your right knee. Take your right hand down to the block. There you go. Sweep your left arm up alongside your left ear. Rotate to your left. It's called parsvakonasana. Right, so we're going to be using a moving practice here where you have to rotate the head, the neck, and the shoulder. Okay, so inhale to open. Exhale, roll your left shoulder back, turn your nose to the right. Inhale, raise your arm up overhead, reach past your left ear. Exhale, rotate to your left. Inhale to open, sweep your left arm down behind you, gaze towards the floor. Exhale, roll the left shoulder back, turn your nose to your right. Inhale, raise your left arm, look up. Exhale, rotate to your left, keep the right hip snugged under your left hip. Once more, inhale, open your left arm, kind of like you're clearing the sky of the mind. As you exhale, roll your left shoulder back, turn your nose to your right. And here's the last one. Inhale. And exhale, rotate to your left. Squeeze the right butt under your pose. And then lower the left hand down and rotate to center, parsvakonasana. Rise up to standing. Put the block to your left side. Turn the left foot directly out. Turn your right heel slightly. Bend your left knee. Come down with your left fingers. There you go. Sweep your right arm past your right ear. Yeah, good. Press into your right heel, lift the inner arch a little bit, and energize the left upper inner thigh. Great. Inhale, open your right arm and gaze down. When you exhale, roll your right shoulder back, turn your nose to your left. Inhale, raise your right arm, gaze up. And exhale, twist to your right so the left hip snugs under. Even tone the right butt. Your right hip flexors can open there. Good. Inhale, open your right arm, gaze down. Exhale, right shoulder back, nose to your left. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, twist to your right. Again, inhale, raise your right arm, gaze down. Exhale, right shoulder back, nose to your left. Here's the last one. And then roll your right arm down and rotate again to center for Parsvakonasana. Shift your hands to your hips, please, and rise up to standing. We'll go heel, toe, mountain pose. Notice. I'd like you to find a wall spot. I'm going to use the post, which I was doing a couple weeks ago. I think it was just two weeks ago, perhaps, or maybe it was last week. Time is like that in La La Land. So take your right hand up onto a wall spot. So if you're standing at a wall, you take the right hand up, you're facing the wall is here, and then you'll be turning away from the wall. So your arm and your torso are going to be flush to the wall to start. I don't have that option, so I'm going to use my post here. So when you place your hand, then rotate your chest and your heart opposite. Now roll the right shoulder up and back. So your shoulder should feel secure, not wobbly. And then with the left arm, as you inhale, go up and look up, tippy toe. And then exhale to come down, rotate to your right. Inhale, rise up and tippy toe. Exhale, come down and twist your upper body to the right. Once more, inhale, rise up and tippy toe. And then exhale, lower your heels and come down as you twist to your right. Keep the right shoulder rolled back. And then rise back up to your open chest and heart position. Lean the heart forward as if you were holding on to the mast of a ship or something. I'm not clutching this post, but it is nice and secure. So bring the chest and the heart forward. Open your throat. Rotate your nose to your left. And then exhale, come back into your regular stance, like mountain pose. Turn towards your arm, let it drop down. And notice what's happening on the right side of your face, right neck, right shoulder, right arm. And we're going to go to the other side. So you can use the same wall spot. I'm going to cross over to the other part of my porch here. Take your left hand up on the wall, then rotate your chest and heart to your right. Roll the left shoulder back. Be deliberate about that. And then inhale and tippy toe, rise up, open your chest, your heart, and your throat. And exhale, lower your heels, bend your knees, twist to your left. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, root your heels. Follow the intuition of your body here as you twist to your left. Roll the left shoulder back. And one more time, inhale, rise up, tippy toe. Exhale, come down. And then inhale, raise your chest and your heart. Lean forward as if you were holding on to the mast of a ship, as I was saying. So there's this openness and optimism. Rotate your nose to your right. And release, turn back into mountain pose. Okay, let me put my blankets aside for a moment here. Take a stance facing to the east. In my case, that's over here. Find your palms together at your heart. Okay, keeping your feet grounded in mountain pose, but anticipate you're going to tippy toe as you rise up. So place that in your mind like you can preconceive it's going to happen. With your ujjayi breath, inhale, raise up high on your tiptoes, reach up and do a little standing back bend. And then exhale, take the arms wide, lower your heels, bend your knees, and come down to a folded version of chair pose. Okay, inhale, glide your heart forward, reach forward, even open the throat. Exhale, bend your knees, come down to a folded version of chair pose. Inhale, raise up to chair pose. Now exhale, push up to mountain pose. Keep your heels grounded. Inhale, reach up to your standing back bend tippy toe. And exhale, return to mountain pose. Heels, and then hands to your heart. Again, inhale, rise up to your tippy toes, back bend. Exhale, lower your heels, bend your knees, and come down to a folded version of chair pose. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend your knees, this folded version of chair pose. Inhale, rise up to chair pose. Exhale, push down, rise up towards mountain pose and Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale, up to your tippy toe, back bend. And now exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, left toes back. Inhale to rise, crescent. Exhale, descend. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, onto your stomach, point your toes. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, low cobra pose. Exhale, pranam. Inhale, low cobra pose. Exhale, pranam. Now inhale, high cobra pose. And exhale, pranam. One more time with the high cobra pose. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, glide down. Curl your toes under, please, and inhale up to plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Okay, enjoy a deep breath in. And then exhale, step your left foot forward. Keep your right toes grounded. Inhale, rise to your crescent. And exhale, descend. Inhale, step forward, heart forward. And exhale to bow towards your legs. Inhale, rise up, upward hand pose. And exhale, hands to your heart. Now take a seat, please, facing forward towards your camera or towards me, whatever that means for you, what your position is. I'm going to take a blanket to sit on. I'm recommending that for you also. I'm just consulting with the grape arbor. Okay, bend the knees, place the feet on the floor like this. Make the feet hip distance apart. I will change the camera angle in a minute. It's not really necessary for you to see it, but the feet are hip distance apart. The arms forward. Okay, inhale, raise up. Exhale, twist to your right. Keep the knees hip distance apart because you have a supervisor in the inner body, not because you're looking at them. We inhale, rise up to center. Reach your arms up, open your throat. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, return to center, raise up. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, return to center again. We have got one more to the left. Exhale, rotate. And then around to center, inhale to rise last time. It is a little seated back bend. And exhale, release your arms and take a seat, please. And come into noticing, again, this wise mind, the witness mind, and possibly you have to notice also your wandering mind. So wise mind, much larger, less personal, transpersonal, we could say. Witness mind, a skill that you're developing. And wandering mind. Probably it has some shared propensities and inclinations, but it's also more personal. In the wandering mind, we tend to have a sense that there's an I telling the story about itself or about others. In the wise mind, we don't tend to have that story that there's an I talking about itself. Take this most wise and spacious mind. Come down to Shavasana, leaving aside the wandering mind. When you come to Shavasana, sometimes the wandering mind thinks, oh, there she is, or there he is, lying still, and tries to come and becomes intrusive. So in your Shavasana, you might just notify the wandering mind. No room at the inn, no entry. Your mind and your body to rest deeply. The habit mind, the wandering mind, at rest. Physical body, all the movements, coming to stillness. The inner body will continue its necessary and beautiful housekeeping, the cleansing, the recalibrating. And you keep resting and really trusting in your body's process here, trusting in the process of the wise mind. The whole process of yoga. Bring some attention down, please, to the first chakra. The habit mind here tends to make habits based on fear, anxiety, the story of not belonging. May that resolve. Nam. The second chakra, the habit mind tends to have inclinations here. The senses wander, they pull us to and fro, craving and aversion, craving and aversion. Seeking pleasure, avoiding pain. May this inclination also resolve. Wam. Third chakra, one of its inclinations is then seeking a sense of agency, power, control, seeking efficacy, but without integration. May this also resolve. Dum. The fourth chakra, the habits of envy or jealousy, comparison, ill will. The habits of the human heart when it's in pain. May this also dissolve. Yum. The fifth chakra, The habit then of not speaking up, speaking too much, speaking unkindly or unskillfully, the habit of swallowing the words. May this also resolve. I'm going to invite you to make your way back to a seat that we can have a couple minutes of meditation together. You can sit quietly in this meditation and listen to your inner experience. Place one hand in the palm of the other, down at the root chakra. From the place of wise mind, may we feel grounded and connected to the earth today. Come up to the second chakra. May we wisely use our senses. Up to the third, directing our attention and our energies towards our dharma, our contribution to the greater good. And then up to the heart and placing that in your heart. May these intentions express themselves as compassion. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra. We'll raise this up to the sixth chakra. Back to the heart. And then we place it in our community. And make it an offering to everyone and everything. Thank you all for being here this morning. Namaste.